Okay, we don't need this. Okay. This is what else we'll be making today. Alright. Tell you about this knife here. It's a cheapie. It's a stamp out.
Don't even try to change that channel. I'm on all of them. So, you already know Snapshot rewards our customers for every drive. Well, now anyone can test drive Snapshot.
Made in China.
If you have insurance with your company, see how much you could save before you switch.
Got it 1106. Well, to the store to the left to 1106, which is a Little Saigon Vietnamese restaurant in Orlando. That's 1106 East Colonial. That's where you can get rose apples and all the Chinese plums you can carry in many different varieties and flavors. Anyways, the knife is cheap, so you don't need a fancy knife to do any of this kind of thing. And at all. Anyway, we're going to dice this fish up. We're going to go ahead and get that done, and then we'll be back to you once we get it all boiled up. I'm doing shrimp as well today, so we'll be back with you in a bit after I get the fish done. Now we're doing the cross cut here. Show you a little. My knife's grabbing a little, so I've got a sanitizer rag right here. I'm going to clean the edge off. All you need is a couple swipes over the steel. And now watch it. Did you see? I can certainly feel the difference. And it's gliding over the fish at this point with great ease. If somebody takes it more than 3 or 4 swipes over the steel, it's just somebody showing off, because that's just putting an edge on it. It's not doing any actual sharpening. You get a lot of people that like to do show. And you see, I'm using a smaller batch. I can hold all that and try to do that. I could also be here till next Tuesday still cutting on it. Quicker, sometimes take the long road. You see about the size of that's about 3/8. Some people like bigger. When you're making ceviche, everybody says, well, how much fish do you start out? Well, a lot of times you don't have that option. To be privy to a certain amount of fish, and I'm going to show you how I deal with that here in a few. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and then we're going to boil it on up, and we'll get right back. Anyway, it's time for ingredients. When it comes to onions and making salads and using panadas and things like that and cooking, you've got a rule. It's no more than half the amount of volume of ingredients as the meat. So, with that in mind, I'm going to put 1/2 the volume, 1/4 that is, or so, onions, like so, with the shrimp. Now I parboil the shrimp. I'm not really into that, but I think it makes a more shelf-stable product. when you're going to the public, okay? Now, as far as these peppers, these are just for color anyway. So we'll just toss them in. Now the hot stuff. Well, we'll see. We won't put all that in. Here, have a shot more. Cilantro.
Are you making a documentary?
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. Just a quick lesson. Cilantro, you can't go wrong there. Now, this is fresh cracked black pepper, and that's a beautiful flavor. You don't see that in a lot of recipes, but Dr. Moore showed me my first recipe, and this is what we made it with the barracuda on the seawall that day. And it was good. And he said that's how his maid showed him. Now, salt. I put a coat over the top of whatever. It's my standard rule of thumb. Remember, we can always add. Now, we're going to take this little bit of vinegar and I'm going to incorporate it into my lime juice. Now, and I'm going to take a minute to even up this. Oh, by the way, you see I'm in stainless steel. Alrighty. That stuff about glass only, you can use stainless steel. By the way, we're not storing it in this. I've got my jars sanitized and ready to roll. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to give that a stir here and there. This is done. Okay. Get rid of this rinky-dink spoon and get a real spoon. Here we go. We're going to fold this around a bit. Jugo de tigre. It's good for hangovers, they say, and other medicinal needs. Now, as I'm stirring this, I would eat this right now almost after the stir's done. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Don't cramp yourself to a small device like that. You see, you're going to make yourself have to work more. And I would say that's the right color. Can you see that? And wow, tart is the English tart. No more salt. Okay. Now, you can look at this and see that it is starting to kick already. If this was ahi tuna, I would be feasting on it. Bang. And this is going to be a little warm. I can feel the heat from the habaneros already. Now, we're going to put some in here. I want to put the rest in here. I don't want any juice to get away. There we go. This is going to be good. Do another juice test. Set that aside. More cilantro. Okay. Okay. All we got to do is let it kick and sit. It's done. That's it. That's all there is to it. Jar it up in your glass jars. If your lids are rusty, these are plastic coated. They're just fine. You know, they say just, don't use a lid, but that's crap. If the lid's rusty, then that's another affair altogether. That's how easy it is, guys. Not fooling around. With a small batch, you can really make it in 15 minutes at the most, start to finish, without any pre-prep or anything. Alrighty. We'll see you. We'll see you at Never Quit, and then we'll see you again at the reunion.